Hey,
Yeah.
welcome to another episode of the Rock Fantasy Files on the Rock Fantasy YouTube channel here in the United States. We are here to chat. We have a special guest here. We have Axel Rudi Pell, and we are here to chat on his new album, Ballads Volume 6, out April 21st on Steamhammer SPV Records. Welcome, Axel. Where are you joining us from today?
Hi, Steve. I'm actually at my home in my working room. See a few guitars in the back there.
I see.
Yeah, and I'm just at home. Yeah, like I said, upstairs in the highest possible floor, which is available in my house. Yeah,
And are you in Germany?
I'm in Germany, right? Yes,
That's what I
I'm from
thought.
Germany. Yeah, born and raised in Germany and still living there.
All right. So we're here to talk about the new record. Let's fill us in a little bit about the new record. And I listened to it. You've got a variety of music on here, everything from some heavy metal classics to Tom Jones.
Yeah, baby, Tom Jones. Yeah, the Ballad 6 is a compilation record because we're releasing a ballad record every now and then, every 6 or 7 years, and it's always on the records are the ballads which are originally taken from my normal regular studio albums, and they are following then on the compilation, of course. It's not the only things which are on there. We recorded new tracks for it. For example, in the past we always had 3 new songs on every ballad compilation. This time we have 5 new songs. So
Okay.
it's just like the title said. It's about, oh, that's a nice looking dog. It's very similar to my dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Hey, how are you? What's his
That's,
name?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Daisy. You interrupted the interview here.
Daisy. You're looking great. Yeah, I love it. Hey,
Yeah,
Daisy.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything to give it to him right now. So sorry.
No treats like at the drive-through. Well,
Yeah,
so sorry, Daisy interviewed you right in
no
mid-sentence.
problem.
What were the new songs you recorded for this compilation?
Yeah, we recorded 5 new tracks. They're always in front of the record. So we're starting with the 5 new track. It's Revelation. That's the first track. That's an instrumental. It used to be only an intro for the record, for the whole record, because I love to have intros on an album,
Mm-hmm.
get you to the right mood, listening to the complete album. But it's a little longer than a regular intro, so I give it a title. So Revelation, and not intro, blah blah, whatever. And it's a very emotional kind of thing. I can express myself to the soul, to the heart, to my fingers, into the guitar, and then sometimes a good melody comes out of my fingers and out of my brain. Sorry. And the second one is a cover version, Diamonds and Rust, old track by Joan Baez. It's always covered by Judas Priest. I think they did 2 versions, heavy version and an acoustic version. And also covered by Black Moss Night, which is great too. And then it's Dust in the Wind. It's a cover version of the old Kansas track from the 70s. But
Mm-hmm.
this time we rearranged the track, Dust in the Wind. I saw it. I saw a YouTube video done by Queen's guitarist Brian May. He did a version, an acoustic version somewhere on stage. You can see it on YouTube
Okay.
with a female singer. It was great. It was only him, the acoustic guitar, a little piano, and the female vocal. It sounded great. So I said to myself, I can make it sound like an original ARP track, Axel Rudi Pell track, by just keeping the arrangement very, very rough, no drums on it, no bass on it. It's only a keyboard, my guitar, and Johnny's voice, and it sounded great, I think. When
Mm-hmm.
Johnny heard the track, he said, wow, I can listen to it. When it will be done, it will be great. He loves to record the vocals for that. He puts all of his emotion in that, and you can hear it, it's great. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
next song is Hidden Secret. It's another instrumental. It's a little longer than the first one. I think it's around 6 or 7 minutes. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's around 6 minutes 5 seconds. Anyway, this has a strong melody too, very emotional played solo in it, but the middle part is different from all the other ballads because you suddenly get a rhythm guitar which sounds like you play the guitar of an old 50s or 40s radio.
Yeah.
Sounds weird, and then the whole band comes in with a punch in your face rhythm guitar, whatever. But it's still a ballad, because it goes back to the main melody at the end of the song. So that's about the 5 new tracks, and then of course we have the left, no, not leftover. We have the ballads which are on the regular studio albums. continue, till the end. Yeah.
Okay, what's the current lineup of the band or at the moment, and recording the record with the new stuff? And
I play everything by myself. No, I'm kidding.
oh,
No, I'm kidding. So we got Volker on the bass. Volker Kraftschak is the bass player. I used to work with, I knew this guy since 1978. So you can see I'm very old, And he always followed me. He's a good friend of mine. He's living in my hometown. We got Freddie Durnback on the keyboards. He's from Hanover. It's like a 2.5 hour drive from my home in the northern part of Germany. And then we have two Americans in the band. We have Bobby Rondinelli. He used to be in Black Sabbath and in Rainbow.
yes,
He's from Long Island, New York. And then we
yep.
have Johnny Gioeli on vocals. He's American too. He's now living in Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
I think he was born and raised in Brooklyn, then moved over to the West Coast, living a couple of years around the LA area, and now he's back to the East Coast, so he's in Connecticut. So, and everybody's feeling great. Yeah, baby.
You've got an international cast on this record.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any touring plans coming up?
Oh yeah, we will play mainly we play Europe. Yet unfortunately we couldn't play the States so far because I'm always asking my two American guys in the band what do you think about touring America? And both say apart from each other, they say, Axel, you will lose a lot of money because this kind of music, this genre is not happening at the moment. When you're lucky, you get 100 people a night. So I would lose definitely a very, very big amount of money every show, We're going out on the road at the end of this month. I think the first show is on the 24th. We're going around. We have Europe, we have Switzerland, we have the Netherlands, we have Sweden. What else? I don't know. I can't remember. So we're going to the mid or end of May. Then it's already the second leg of the tour. The first leg we played last year in September, which featured we played in where did we play in Hungary, in the Netherlands, in Switzerland, and what else? I don't know. I can't remember. So we played all over the place. So it's mainly around Europe. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Bobby Rondinelli, I remember actually also played with Dora Pesch for a bit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a long
I think
time.
Warlock maybe, or Dora Pesch
Yeah,
solo.
so I think he was in. I think it was late '80s or something. Yeah, he was there
Yeah.
for 1 week. I remember that. Yeah. I know Bobby is the latest member of my band, but already I think he's 10 years now in my band playing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's
I
always
know it's very expensive for European bands to come to the United States right now. I've been told that from a number of bands that just
Right.
with the visas and the travel and expenses
Right.
over here, it's very. I was even told, because I'm a fan of a lot of European music, and I was told by a lot to say, hey, catch these guys on tour now because they may not be able to come back because the visas went up or blah, 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 which I don't know all the politics on, but I know even a friend of mine that's in a Canadian band was trying to get into the United States, was having a lot of red tape with visas and expenses and everything else. So I totally understand that, but it's a sad situation for sure.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
I
agree.
Go ahead.
I said I agree.
Yeah, okay. Let's fill our viewers in that may not be familiar, maybe just meeting you for the first time on this video, a little of your history for those that are not familiar with Axel Rudi Pell, some of the history of you with what other bands and how you got to start in music and all that stuff. If you want to go over that, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so let me get to the point when I started playing the guitar. It was in 1972. I was hit by Richie Blackmore, formerly known as the guitar player of Deep Purple. I saw Deep Purple on TV and said, that is a thing I want to do in the future. It's a moody looking guy, very weird, always dressed in black, throwing the guitar around. I say one day I will be like him. I mean, not like him in person, but what the thing he's doing,
Yes.
I got my first acoustic guitar, learned a few things, and I got my first electric guitar. I had my first gig in 1974 with a band from my youth. We were all like 13, 14 years old guys. See, I'm very old right now. Anyway, who cares? So we
Me
started,
too.
yeah. So we started playing, and then I saw the first band I saw live was UFO with Michael Schenker in my hometown in 1974, which was absolutely amazing. And later I discovered bands like, of course, I followed Richie Blackmore. He used to be in Rainbow. I saw Rainbow, the Rising tour, with Ronnie Dio,
wow.
Jimmy Bain, Tony Kerr. I was there, I remember it like it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was amazing, the best concert I ever saw, And then I continued and had my own band The first professionally band was Steeler. I think that I found it in 1980 or 1981. I'm not sure
Okay.
about that. So we did 4 records. I did 4 records with Steeler, and I quit Steeler at the end of 1988. And yeah, I started my solo career 1 year later in 1989 with my first record, Wild Obsession, which featured Charlie Huhn on vocals. I did 1 record with him. Then the second one, Master Reputation, was Rob Rock on vocals, which was great too. And then Rob Rock couldn't do the tour because he was a then permanent member of Impellitteri. So I had to find another guy because the tour was booked, and I called Jeff Scott Soto, and he was a singer in my band from 1991 till, let me think, 1997, and then he had some arrangement going on in Las Vegas or whatever, and and we agreed that it doesn't make sense that he continue in my band. So I asked Johnny Gioeli. I know his voice. I knew his voice from Hotline, from the first record which came out. I think it was 1992. And as soon as I heard the record, I said, "Whoa, the singer is amazing." At some point when I need a new singer, I would ask this guy. And that's what I did. I called him, and he said, "No, Axel, I'm so sorry. I just cut my hair. I had long hair like this. He cut his hair, and I'm out of the music business. I have a company together with my brother. He quit music too, and we're not doing anything." And it took me, I think, probably 6 months to talk to him nearly every day. I wrote him an email, letter every fucking day till he said, "Okay, I'm coming over and doing the record." I said, "Thank you." Took me a long time, so yeah, that is the story.
It sounds like a long. You're a veteran of the metal world.
Sorry?
You're a veteran of the metal wars.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I've had a record store here in the United States about an hour north of Manhattan, and I've had it since 1985. So, and somehow we're still on our feet after the pandemic, but it's not easy. But we're keeping plugging away. So,
Cool.
but it's been an honor having you on the channel, and
My pleasure. My pleasure.
will this be coming out on vinyl and CD?
Yes, sure. Yeah. It's a double vinyl and regular. I think it's a digipack CD, right? Yeah. And the vinyl special has a special color. It's transparent orange, marble black or something. It looks really cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found it a very interesting record to listen to, especially as, like I mentioned, I'm not that familiar with some of your catalog, even though I do sell your titles in the record store. But
Me
here
neither.
I had to click on "She's a Lady." I'm like, wait a minute, is this the Tom Jones song, or is this like a Scorpion song I never heard of or something before? But no,
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
put
think
you,
yeah.
you you put your own flavor to the music.
That's right. That's what I'm doing with every cover version. As soon as we're doing a cover version, it has to sound different to the original. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense to do another cover if it would
Mhm.
sound the same. And always, I think it was originally written by Paul Anka. She's a lady, but Tom Jones made it very popular in I
Oh
think in
yeah.
the 70s. I always loved the melody and the track. I say we have to put it to an ARP style, and then it's perfect. And you love the track. Yeah.
You're old enough to remember back in the day before the internet that Kerrang magazine once.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course, it was Kerrang was our magazine we'd get every month. I'd sell it in my store, and there was an
Yeah.
April Fool's episode where they said that Tom Jones was going to be the singer of Black Sabbath.
I read that story too in Kerrang, and I
You
was
remember
so
that?
yeah, but at first I didn't get the April Fool. I thought it was real. I said it's a good idea because I think he's a great voice, and I think he could. As far as I know, didn't Tony Iommi or Geezer Butler said it was true that they rehearsed with him for a couple of days? I don't know.
You know what? It was back in the day where you could run an April Fool's joke and you couldn't just Google anything. You had to wait till the next issue came out and you said, "Oh,
Right.
April Fool's,"
That's right. That's right. But I really love the story that they rehearsed for a couple of, I don't know, for a couple of minutes or for, I don't know.
Yeah, cool, cool. Anything else you'd like to add before we hop off today, I guess?
No, I'm smoking. Sorry, don't do this at home,
That's
kids.
okay.
Bad for your health anyway. Um, no, I think that's great. Great interview.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope everyone goes
Thank you.
out and checks out
Yeah,
Axel Rudi Pell. Look at Google, go to you have Facebook, you have a website, people can come check you out and
right.
go out and purchase the new album when it comes out and enjoy. And
Please, because I need to eat too. Yeah.
yeah, we're all struggling. And I tell you what,
Right.
if you like what we're doing on the Rock Fantasy YouTube channel, take a moment, hit subscribe, and be back with our various album rants, some live footage we shoot from bands, and our interview section, which is back now. I just talked to Ross, the boss from
Oh, see.
I just
Oh,
interviewed him at 10 o'clock. So
we once played with him. I think we played together at Barcelona Rock Fest in Spain, and
yeah.
his amplifier was broke, and he asked
Uh,
Mike, oh, "Can I have Axel's? Can you lend it for it?" I said, "Of course, go ahead." And he played over my amp. It was very funny. Yeah.
he's actually coming to Europe soon, so maybe you'll see him on the road again. So
Yeah.
thank you, Axel, Rudy,
My
and
pleasure.
Pell,
Thank you.
and we'll see you again soon. All right.
Yeah, baby. Bye bye. Thank you.